have survived the ultimate toxin. You are Daniel the Beagle. I'm a third-degree black belt. I felt really great about myself when I got my first-degree black belt. I can remember the day when that belt was tied around my waist. My name was inscribed in Japanese, and I felt really cool. And I remember one day in class, I was watching junior students do their forms. Now, why should I pay attention? I'm a black belt. Now, I know you know the feeling that when a teacher has their eyes burning through you because you're not paying attention. You know that feeling. And guess what? I knew it at that moment. I felt the burning in the back of my head. And it was my instructor. And he called me out on the floor and he said, "Senpai Joe, if you think for 1 minute you can't learn from someone who's a junior student to you, you're making a huge mistake." That story has stuck with me. And I want it to stick with you. Because in fact, you have great teachers here. I know a lot of them, I've met them. They teach you things that I can't. I hope to teach you some things today that maybe they can't, about how a dog can lead us. And I know one day, if it's not today, it'll be tomorrow, you'll be teaching me and many other people. We should have an attitude of learning from one another. And Daniel won this award 2 years ago. It's called Hero Dog. He was one of 8 category winners. There was thousands of dogs entered, and he won his category called Emerging Hero because he is responsible for saving hundreds of thousands of dogs and cats around the world through adoptions. That's what he does for a living. Not bad, right? Now, hey, he wants to hear that. Yes. That's a true story. Gabe was a military dog. Gabe was responsible for saving more lives in Iraq than any other dog in history. He's a bomb-sniffing dog. He has an incredible talent. The other is Soot. Soot is a search and rescue dog. He's saved many people who get lost in the woods. He has an incredible talent as well. Daniel has none of those talents. But when Daniel met them, he was just like, "Hey man, I'm Daniel, you're Gabe. Hey man, I'm Daniel, you're Soot. Nice to see you. I got my thing, you got yours." He was not jealous. He didn't say to Gabe, "Hey man, you know, I wish I could do what you do." No, he was comfortable with who he is and what he does. And that is a very important toxin for you and I to overcome. This dog wakes up every day with a positive attitude. He wags his tail every morning, he wags it all day, and he wags it before he goes to sleep. And the most common question I get asked is, "Joe, how did he survive the gas chamber?" And I used to say, "How could I know that?" But now I answer with how I feel he survived. And we know it's true. When somebody has a difficulty in their life and they can get a positive attitude, guess what? It gets better. That's how I believe he survived. He was meant to live, and he survived it with a great attitude. And if we take that great attitude, the future and success are not a toxin, not something to fear, but something good. When we have difficulties in our life, toxins in our life, like I suffered with anxiety and depression, helping others in need, like dogs, will pull you out of difficult moments. I would love to hear you say, if you agree, that I will knock out toxins. Let me hear it one time. And now I'm going to ask you one more time because I know you could be louder. Thank you very much. You've been awesome.